welcome. We're going over everything that will be in the Soundoff tonight. I know everything's a little mess. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit. But, we're going over every clock that will be in Soundoff, what's not gonna be in Soundoff, what's on my concern list. I'm gonna go and go over it because I am going to be using several camera sources, which I'll also go over in this video. And I'm just going to upload them directly. I don't feel like going through all the editing madness trying to get all that put together. So, I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to show like the cameras I'm going to use as well. So, yeah, without ado, let's get started. So, we'll start up here. Back here, this is the Sony Dream Machine ICFC21W. That will be in. It's going to be setting off at 11:59. There's a few clocks that I'm setting off early because I either need time to wind up or they're just quiet in general. This is one of the ones that is quiet in general, which will set off at 11:50 because the ones that are needing time to wind up and take a while, like the one we're going to talk about here in a sec, I'm setting off at 11:58. And the more quieter ones are setting off at 11:59. That is part due to one of the guys over there that takes forever to set up, deciding to get ahead on me. Yeah, there's that. Here's the Emerson Research CKS9031. This one's set to 11:58 because it takes a whole minute to get up to its actual sound. Here's the Sony Dream Machine ICFC10W. It's a quiet one, it'll go off at 59. Here's the KMC801. That's going to be going off at 12. Here's the General Electric 7-4628B. This one will be going off at 12 a.m. It'll be a later one because it is going to be set to a louder volume. The Kmart clock, I will not be setting that. It is music only. There's no like little roundabouts around it. Here's by Timex TX220. This is another radio only. However, it's got a little buzzy thing to it that I guess I can just work around with and get into its own little thing. So that I'm going to set off at 11:59 to give it a little bit of clarity. Give it its own little thing because unless I get like an FM transmitter and play something stupid like I suggested to somebody else, you'll see that later on, I guess. This will be not included in the next year's Soundoff. I already have it in, so I was just like, why not? It's Sonic NLC 620. Saying will be going off at midnight exactly. Here's the General Electric 7-4853C. That will be going off at 12 a.m. Here's the Timex IT2381, I think it is. I don't know. I have an alarm test on it if you look at my alarm test album. That will be going off at 12 a.m. It takes some time to wind up, but it's relatively quick. Here's the General Electric 7-4606BKA. That will be going off at midnight. Here is the General Electric 7-4700. That'll be going off at midnight. It is the loudest, so it'll be the last to go. Here's the Sonic Alert. This thing's got a ridiculously long model number. It's the SB300SS-V2. That'll be going off at midnight. It's the Magnavox AJ3440. That'll be going off at midnight. This is the General Electric 7-4722. It will be going off at midnight. Here's the Realistic 12-153. One of the reasons I had to change up my time things, or well, it was, I reset the time back a little bit. That'll be going off at midnight. Here's the Weather Alert TAC2. I am a little concerned about this one because these buttons here are a little loose. So, that'll be going off at 12 a.m. That's why I had to set everything else differently, because this thing takes a painfully long amount of time to set, because the fast button is especially very loose, and it likes to troll me. This guy I'm also concerned about. I haven't tested him. since 2022. Or actually, maybe early, no, it was early 2023. I didn't have this in 2022. I don't think, at least. But, yeah, he will be, I don't know about him. Because I said I haven't tried him in a while. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know why I was holding on to that. But, yeah. So, there's that. Here's the Sony Dream Machine ICFC122. He'll be set off at 11:59. Here's the weather alert TAC1. This one I'm concerned about because the alarm set button is loose, and that will shut off the alarm, unlike this guy right here. So hopefully this guy stays on long enough to be heard, because when I tested it, it shut off on its own. So hopefully that won't be a problem. Hopefully I remember to turn on the volume switches as well, because I found out that was why this guy didn't go off in the 2022 Soundoff, and this guy didn't go off in my huge Soundoff I did in 2022. So yeah, I'll make sure to flip on the switches this time. And hopefully nothing gets issued, because we have snow that night. That was expected a while ago. I don't know about now. Here's the Linux sound. Quite frankly, I don't remember the model number. Have an alarm test on it as well. That'll be going off at 12 a.m. Here's the Sony Dream Machine ICFC1. That'll be going off at 11:58. It's super quiet, and it takes a while to wind up. There's iHome HBN 22. That'll be going off at 11:58. It's another one that takes a really long time to wind up, and it's quiet. Up here is the Oregon Scientific ARM 313 PA. This will be going off technically at midnight, but more or less like 11:59, later at 11:59, because it is early. As you can see, it's 12 a.m. It's 2 a.m. on there. This just now changed to 2 a.m. It was 1:59 a moment ago. So, yeah, there's that. That will actually sit on here. So why not? All the alarms are going to be turned off for now, so I don't want anything ghost activated while I'm at work. Because, woohoo, I got work on the 31st. So, yeah. That's it for now. Let's go ahead and go over the cameras I'll be using. So, on the HBN22 will be the LG NV3. Just a heads up, this thing has got horrible audio quality. So, if you choose to watch that, be aware, it's going to be horrible. So, yeah, there's that. Step back there for now. Secondary camera, looking over all these guys here, will be a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. It's a live demo unit, so I don't use it as a main phone. So there's that. And my main camera, which will be set up on a tripod watching these guys over here, is the good old Canon PowerShot SX420IS. Which its battery's on the charger right now because it's dead. So, yeah, there is that. That will be all for now. I'll see y'all when the big thing happens. And yes, this will be the largest Soundoff I've done. Previous largest in total of everything that went off was 15. This one, there is 21 that have all been tested and previously working. Obviously, I'm skeptical about these three here, because these three I have not tested yet. I forgot to mention with realistic and the weather with there, but I have not tried them out. Same with 4722. But they all worked when I previously tested them. Other than, of course, the faulty, the loose alarm set button on the TIC1. But these two have worked flawlessly. They should be fine. Well, of course, that guy didn't go off in the 2022 one because I didn't have the switch turned on. So that's a problem of its own. So yeah. See when the big thing happens tomorrow, or well, later tonight rather. It's 2 a.m. in the morning on the 31st.